Okay, this video is basically what I plan to work on in the next week. It's ongoing things. I did a video on my finishes for May, and now I will show you what I am planning on working on. You might have seen before my amazing poppies that I've been doing. I have it sandwiched. I have sandwiching done on these. However, and on this one, I have two amazing poppies panels sandwiched, but I'm not going to be working on quilting those until later in the month because I have other projects that are going to be priority. The first one is going to be my June UFO challenge because I need to have that done by the end of June. So once I find out what that's going to be, I'll do another video showing you what project that is. And I'll be concentrating on that, to get that done. So I'll probably be very focused on getting that done. So in the meantime, there are some ongoing projects that I'm still working on. One of the things is previously this year, I had shared with you my scrap cutting journey, and I got caught up with decades of scraps organized into boxes of different size strips and squares. And I got them all caught up, and I said I was not going to let it get out of control again. Okay. This is my basket of scraps, and I need to start doing where I spend 3 times a week. I think it was an hour a day or half an hour a day. Maybe I'll do half an hour a day, 3 times a week, half an hour a day, 3 times a week, cutting scraps. That's my plan. So 3 times this week, half an hour a day, see if I can get this basket of scraps cut. If not, then I will continue next week doing three times a week, half an hour a day, cutting remainder of scraps. But I got to get this emptied out. This will, I can't let it get bigger than that. So scraps are on my agenda this week. I'm also doing the beauty all around, which I had showed previously my finished block. This is the quilt. It's 12 blocks. This was the finished one, and this was the first one that I did the applique on, the hand embroidery around the wool. So, not the most perfect stitches, but it's great practice. This is my second block that I'm working on, and I think my stitches are getting much nicer, actually. Compared to those, yeah, I think I'm getting a little better. So this is a great practice quilt. So I have most of this done. I'm working now on the outer leaves. So once I get this block done, and my plan is to do 1 hour of hand embroidery on these blocks a week. Once the hour's done, I'll put it aside and move on to other projects. This is the other block that I have ready to go. I'm going to have to figure a time, probably next week, to start getting some more blocks ready to quilt, but that won't be this week. So that's my beauty all around that I'm working on. I also need to get caught up with the slow journal where Jean Kept in Stitches is teaching us embroidery stitches, and I'm weeks behind on that. So I need to learn those embroidery stitches because I'm incorporating some embroidery into my projects. if you saw Summer Garden, I did a stem stitch in there, and boy, I really like it. So I'll be doing that. Then I also need to do an hour this week. I did not last week. I need to do an hour this week on my rug loom, which has been kind of in it's in the same state as it was. Now, if you have questions about my rug loom, it's made out of old flannel sheets that I cut into strips. My husband made this loom for me, and I'm going to be making this to put in my bathroom. I have one already made, so I need a second one. So those are the projects that I'm planning to make, and to include the June UFO challenge, which I don't know what it is yet. I will also, once I get the Sewers Club box, I'll probably stop everything and work on that too. But that's where I am. The Bella Rose box is due to be here next week on Wednesday or Thursday. So once I receive that, I will do a box opening for the Bella Rose subscription box. So anyway, that's my week ahead. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And tomorrow's June 1st. Boy, isn't it exciting? New month, and hopefully some warm weather coming to where I live. Right now it's kind of cold. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye.